All right, welcome back. Here we are live with our NeoFly career update. We're currently episode number 22, day number 28. I'm going to go ahead and sign in to YouTube as well. So just give me 1 second. Get everything situated here. All right, so we got a short flight today. We're going from KPNA over to KBPI, and it's going to be a short flight just to give a quick update here on a few things. So we got the mission loaded. We have actually a double mission here because we got room for another passenger, so we're going to go ahead and take 2 passengers over there. And I'm going to slide this over. Yeah, so we are currently, last time we left off, we were in Montana. We were in Pinedale, Wyoming, and we're going to be heading over to Big Piney, Wyoming, just to give this update. And we're going to update on a few things here. We're going to update on the AI pilots that we got going on in NeoFly, as well as our pilot and what we plan on doing. And then we're going to give a quick financial update. And we're sitting in a pretty good position there. So that is going to be good news to update. And then we'll update on our other tour adventures. So we'll get this thing going on the ground and get everything, get you guys all updated here on what we're doing. So we're going to hit fly, load up.
I know it's going to be a good day when my favorite pilot is working. Pilot from dispatch, please stand by.
Yeah, excited to give all these updates here, as well as one big one at the end. I'll leave it for that. All right, so we are loading up.
Start your engine.
All right, let's get this flight adjusted first. We're going to go ahead and just use the checklist to start our engine just to get this thing up and going, because the TBM 930 that we're in has kind of a lengthy startup process from cold. And turn on our navigation system. Auto-complete the engine start here. We're going to make sure that our NG percent hits 13%. It's basically the engine output, for all those that don't know what that is.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
And then we're going to check our ITT, and then engine output should be 30, which it already is, but it has to be there for 30% or 30 seconds. And then we'll check the oil pressure and temp, and we're good to go. So now we're just going to warm up the engine here and then get ready for taxi. So we're going to do this and then set the parking brake once that once they kick that off, because we still got to do a few other things, because they don't do that on the checklist. Alright, so we'll hold up there. We're good with the checklist. It is super dark. We don't need pulse. Alright, so the other thing we'll do is, we are currently sitting at night. We're going to get a nice sunrise going. There you go. We're going to turn on our pitot heat, both left and right. So So we're good to go there. Alright, let's go ahead and check our navigation map and see where we're at here. So we're in parking 34. We're going to contact tower for our takeoff. And we're going to the south. We're tuned into traffic.
Kilo Papa November Alpha traffic Tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha taking off runway 29er departure to the south.
Let's try north.
Kilo Papa November Alpha traffic
Nope,
Tower
still
Alpha
give us
Sierra
29.
X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha taking off runway 29er departure to the north.
Alright, we are going to taxiway to 29. Even though our flight plan said 11, they're just not giving it to us. So we're going to go out here, make a right, go on to taxiway, what is that? Taxiway A. And head on over to runway number 29, and then we'll turn around once we're in the air. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Parking brake is on. That much I do know already. Alright, parking brake is right there. We're going to turn on our yoke. And we're going to bust out of here and get ready. Excuse me, Mr. Gentleman. And we're going to make a left here onto taxiway A. We'll head on down to runway number 29. Yeah, I'm super excited to give you guys these updates. We're going to do a little sound check here. We're looking good. Alright, so Wyoming. Yeah, so last time we left off, we were in Montana. We are going to be heading over to New York City, and off air I'm going to be doing some longer flights so that we can get there. I'm going to be doing these shorter flights just to give you guys some updates, and maybe we'll even do a little longer videos for, like, if we pass by some other major cities and something, so that we can get some, like, scenery view or something. If we're in a nice area, we'll do a longer video, and just so that you guys can enjoy the scenery and everything that's going on with one of the flights. So we're currently doing 2 passenger missions here for NeoFly, and we're going to go ahead and stop here at the threshold and finish our setup here in the cockpit. Alright, so we are looking at, we're going to adjust our heading there, and our elevation for our flight plan is 8,500 feet. This airport sits at 7,082 feet above sea level. So we will go 8,500. We're going to adjust our altimeter here to current air pressure, 30.21. We're going to announce our takeoff. Oh, we already announced our departure. Okay, so we can go ahead and take off. So we'll release the parking brake here. Increase our throttle a little bit. Get some momentum going. And head on out to the runway. Alright, runway number 29. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's everybody fasten our seatbelts here. Our flaps are set to 0. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go at full throttle. And we'll finish giving our updates on what we're going to be doing here on this channel, as well as our NeoFly career. I've been having a blast doing this. I hope you guys have been enjoying viewing it. Alright, we are approaching the top of the white arc. As soon as the next there you go. We got liftoff. We got positive climb.
Have a nice flight.
Alright, so we can do wheels up. And we'll adjust our throttle down just a little bit. Go ahead and check the exterior of the plane here. Get a view of the sunrise. Let's go ahead. We got our taxi lights on. We'll turn on our landing lights in preparation of our descent there. So we got our overhead light turned on. Alright, so yeah, so we are departing from Ralph Field over in Pinedale, Wyoming, and we are heading over to Miley Memorial Field, Big Piney, Wyoming. So we got a nice little sunset. I'll go into the cockpit since it's kind of loud outside. And yeah, so the for all those that haven't seen, we are in the TBM 930, 4-passenger seat, 1 cockpit or 1 co-pilot seat. And it's been a fun plane to fly. Very easy to learn, not too bad. Very interactive. So just to give you a quick update here, because we are looking at 8 minutes till our destination. Our AI pilots, we laid off Berlin, and just for the reason that they were a little low ranked, and now that we got Snoop in a CJ4, they're earning a lot of money now. So it was a lot of work to kind of keep Berlin up. So what we're gonna do is eventually our other two AI pilots, Hurricane and Kasper, we're going to eventually get rid of them. They are currently up in the air though, and hire another high rank one, and probably another couple of co-pilots for them, and another couple of flight attendants for them to run a commercial airline. So that's the update on the AI pilots. Our pilot, like I said, we're in the TMB 930. We're headed to New York City. We'll give you some we'll do a few short trips like this to give you sort of updates on what's going on, and then we'll do some bigger longer flights when we have either some scenery or bigger updates to share. So, and then our NeoFly financial update, we're currently sitting on 3.7 million in cash. We have a net worth of 5.7 million, so not too bad for day 22. We're cruising along. And then outside of NeoFly, the other videos that we're doing are the tour adventures, and we just wrapped up the short one. It was only 2 legs. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on the channel. It's for we did the Florida Keys one. And over the weekend, I set up the Hawaii tour. So I'm actually going to be starting that tour shortly after we finished doing this video. So that's our update for episode number 22, day number 28 of our NeoFly career. And nothing left to do but enjoy the scenery and pay attention to the flight here because it's short. We're almost halfway through. So we got 29 nautical miles to our destination, 18.3 nautical miles to the top of our descent. So we will take care of that. But first, we'll go ahead and get the exterior view here and take a look at Wyoming. Actually, first, let me go in here. We are like booking it. So we're doing 222 knots. We can slow this up a little bit because this is a short flight. So let's go ahead and bring that down a little bit. And then, yeah, once we get a little closer to the top of our descent, I'll head back into the cockpit. So in the meantime, we will see what's around here, and I'll give you some updates if I see anything good on the map. Actually, you know what we need to do? We're gonna turn around here. We're gonna make this flight just a little bit longer so that we can see a little sightseeing. Alright, yeah, we are definitely in a desolate area of Wyoming. Not by a major city by any stretch of the imagination. So we're going to make this right-hand turn just to see this vast field here. We're going to go ahead and go into NeoFly, check on our passengers. Ooh, that's our nav map. Alright, passengers currently sit at 63%. We're going to go ahead and serve them a drink, make them happy. So Camille, our flight attendant, is going to serve Peyton and Robert. We'll get them all happy. Basically what that does, right now we have a 100% reputation. By keeping the passengers happy, we are keeping our reputation up. So all those that have NeoFly, little tip for you there. We're going to go ahead and talk to ATC, Salt Lake Center.
Salt Lake Center, Dover Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type Dover TBM 918 miles southeast of Kilo Papa November Alpha 8,500 feet. Request flight following. Dover Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Salt Lake Center. Squawk flight 457. Squawk flight 457 Dover Golf Sierra Alpha. Dover Golf Sierra Alpha radar contact 17 miles southeast of Kilo Papa November Alpha 8,500 feet. Altimeter tree 0.16.
Alright, we'll adjust our altimeter.
Roger, Dover Golf Sierra Alpha.
good to go at ATC for a minute. And we can actually probably go to the nearest airport. So we're going to go to KPPI. We're going to tune to traffic there. Select the runway number 31. And we'll announce a full stop landing and our position.
Kilo Bravo Papa India traffic Dahmer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 18 miles east 8,500 feet inbound to land runway tree 1.
Yeah, it's a very desolate area here in Wyoming. Beautiful country. We're basically just going to be heading over to New York City, so we'll see the top part of the United States as we go along here. So hope everybody's having a good Monday morning. I'm just sitting here enjoying my cup of coffee, my first cup of coffee this morning, and super excited about getting our Hawaii tour started here. Probably right after this flight, just a couple of minutes after. I'm going to go ahead and pour another cup of coffee and get that thing started. So I'll pull this over. So here is the flight plan that we laid out. We're going to start over in PHLI and we're going to land in PHLI. So we're going to do kind of a big loop. It's going to be 182 nautical miles, so it's going to be a pretty lengthy trip. I was looking at trying to break that up into smaller chunks, but I wanted to fit in all the Bush Talk radio that we're going to do on that. So is what it is. It's just going to be a longer flight this morning, as well as the second flight as we island hop over to our next island. And then after that, it's pretty reasonable, either just over or just under an hour in length, or sometimes a half hour. So super excited to be doing the Hawaii tour. We finished the in-game Yosemite tour, as well as the Tokyo trip and the Florida Keys. So we're going to get the Hawaiian tour started today, and we are super excited about that. So hope you are too, and we will start getting this thing ready here. So we are going to be making a left-hand turn here as we switch into FMS mode. And we are 12 nautical miles, or, well, here, we'll start with this. We're 4.5 nautical miles away from the top of our descent. So we're going to get ready for landing here. So we're going to reduce our speed here. We're going to try to hit the white arc, which is, I think, like 120, 122 miles an hour or something like that. So we'll drop the speed down a little bit so that we can safely deploy our flaps and our landing gear. We already have our landing lights on. We hit the white arc. So we are going to do flaps, landing gear, increase the throttle a little bit to counteract the drag that creates. Go ahead and check our landing gear. Alright. So we are good to go there. Our speed should increase a little bit so that we can maintain the top of the white arc. Alright, so we are 1/2 mile from the top of our descent. And then 7960 is the altitude. So we'll go 7,900. Increase our vertical speed so we can make a nice smooth transition down to 7,900. Now we're going to be lining up to the runway. The runway sits at 66,955 feet. We got a nice smooth descent there. So there's our runway. Camille has finished serving her drinks. We are sitting at 93% customer satisfaction, so that's always good. Alright, we are going to zoom in a little more here. We're going to turn off our autopilot as we get our approach going here. Alright, let's turn on our nav maps. We'll zoom in to our landing destination here. So we're looking at 6,700 feet in length runway. So alright, I was a little jerky with that, but that's alright. We're getting situated. I don't want to kiss the windshield that much. Alright, wind is looking good, about 4 knots. And we are all over the place this morning. But we'll land. We'll straighten it out right at the end. No worries there. We got the reverse thrusters here in the 930.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Alright, let's go ahead and turn off our reverse thrusters. And this runway, or this airport, just has a turnaround right at the end. So maybe we'll just turn around here. There's no actual taxiway. So small airport. We'll turn around, head over to general parking. That's down here at the other end. I'll show it to you on the map. We can increase our throttle just a touch. We do want to stay below 20. So general parking down at this runway on the left. So beautiful country, or beautiful state here, Wyoming. So general parking down over here. We'll take this little cut off. find our parking. It's probably going to be over here on the left. Yeah, we'll go right in between here. There's our parking spot, right by the gas pumps. So appreciate, we're gonna cut off our fuel supply,
Okay, the guests are leaving the aircraft now.
hit our crash bar, and yeah, we'll show the airport here real quick. So we landed in down on runway 31. There's that little turnaround at the end, but we didn't wait for that. We just turned around earlier and went down here to the parking. So let's go ahead and check NeoFly here before we go. We're going to check our log.
Let's get out of here.
So that landing was 147. So despite being a little wacky on the approach, we stuck a pretty good landing. So what is it? Between 60 and 180 is a good landing. So there you have it. We have that. So we're going to go ahead, take a break here, pour another cup of coffee, and hope you guys tune in for our Hawaii tour adventure that we're going to start leg number 1 today. So we'll see you soon.